Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a day. It has been a day that will go down in joy or infamy, I don't know. Not only did we get the kit drop for Lord Vader, but we also got him in-game. We kind of knew last night or yesterday that Operation Metaverse had an interview prepped. Just made sense. It was going to come out today. It came out this morning. A couple hours later, his kit was dropped. Then a couple hours later, his event was dropped, and we got a update to Royal Guard, a kit touch-up. So let's go look at, we're going to start with Lord Vader's kit, the most exciting part. Let's go. So yeah, he is already in game. As you can see, he's right up here. I've got 10 shards already. So let's go look. We'll look at the forum post for his kit just because it's kind of prettier. His synergies. Okay, so some of these synergies make a lot of sense. Maul, I think you're really gonna need Maul to make actually his team really tick. It just seems like you really need Maul. Piet looks really good. Vader looks good. Royal Guard, it looks great after the rework, in my opinion. And I think until you get Maul, I think Moff Gideon is what I was thinking was also going to be the good one to have, the good fifth. Thrawn, not as effective now after his nerf against GLs. I think Moff Gideon with the damage nerf to the opponents might be the way to go. So he is, spoiler alert, Empire and Sith. So you can run him under a Sith lead, but why would you? He's a GL. This is the Empire GL. We got the Galactic Republic, and we got the Empire. Arnold's happy. Obviously, Dark Side Attacker, Galactic Legend. Legendary Sith Lord that he is, maybe not at the time of this model. Who utilizes the actions of others to empower his own potential and is not to be underestimated. Ha ha ha. That's his big part of his kit. So, abilities. His ultimate, we're not going to start on his ultimate. We're going to start on his basic. So, Vindictive Storm. And I'm just going to say this right now. I really don't like this robed model. We should have gotten the exact same model that we got in General Kenobi's GL event. I do not like the fact that he is hidden. Looks wooden. Look at his robes when he moves. They're like, no, I don't like it. So, his basic. Obviously, every ability is going to have a Zeta. Deal physical damage to target enemy, and if Lord Vader has 30 or more stacks of underestimated, which he's going to get throughout the battle, he'll deal damage again, so he'll double tap. Each time this ability deals damage in the same attack, it deals 25% more damage, max of 50. So obviously, if he attacks again, that's going to be 25% more damage. If he has Ashes of the Public, deal damage again. So I guess he can go 3 times, aka get up to that max of 50% extra damage on his third attack. No debuffs, nothing, just deal damage. His first special, Dark Harbinger. Harbinger. I've heard that some people are saying that incorrectly. It is a cooldown of 3, so not bad. Inflict buff immunity and healing immunity for 2 turns and deal physical damage to the target enemy. So kind of healing immunity is kind of nice. That's always a really good debuff to have. This ability deals 20% more physical damage on subsequent uses, kind of like Cat, right? Max stacks of 5. So if he gets this ability off 5 times, he'll do 100% more damage. This is kind of just like Kenobi's second or his first special, where he also puts down the heal immunity. Very nice. Vader gains 1%. Whoop-de-doo. Ultimate charge and Empire Dark Side. Basically, I'm just going to say Dark Side. These ones, it's Maul. So, Lord Vader gains 1% ultimate charge, and Empire and Maul recover 0.5% health for each stack of underestimated, which he's going to have a lot of that. Don't get me wrong. That number is low, but it can go to 60, I do believe, which would be 30% health. And that is very... 30% health, it doesn't sound like much, but the fact, we'll see in his leader ability, he actually does like a Malak type swap with protection to health. So 30% health is actually pretty damn good. If he has Ashes of the Republic, which he gets from his ultimate, this attack deals true damage as well. His second special, shackled or unshackled emotions. He's just attacking with his emotions, and then he's gonna cry. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Cool. AoE and inflict daze. I'm assuming that is an AoE daze, and 4 damage over time for 2 turns, which can't be resisted, but they can be dispelled. For each stack of underestimated, which I do believe is his passive, this ability deals 2.5% more damage, and all dark side allies gain mastery, which is going to stack. It doesn't go away. They get mastery until the end of the encounter. That is important for his ultimate, I do believe. So you're going to want to use this. Although it is a cooldown of 5, you're going to want to use that as much as possible. If he has Ashes of the Republic, so if he does this when he's in ultimate stance, inflict ability block for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled, which is cool. Locked ability block or resisted, but it can be evaded, and increase the target enemy's cooldowns by 2. So that is cool. Ability block, which already increases cooldowns by 1, and then increase their cooldowns by 2. So that is very, very cool. So his leader, okay, here we go. Here's where it starts to get very, very wordy. So dark side allies have 20 speed, 20% mastery, and 15% max health, doubled for Empire and Maul. Okay, so 30% extra health is very, 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 very nice once we get to this paragraph right here. And keep in mind, so 40 speed, basically. So Vader, like I just did the math, my 266 Vader turns into like a 360 speed Vader after because keep in mind, Anakin, or Lord Vader, is both a Sith and an Empire, so you gain 16 speed from him, 16 from Vader, etc., 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 and then 40 speed, so Vader's going to be going real fast. At the start of battle, other Empire allies and Maul lose all their protection and gain that much max health. So basically, you're going to want to stack your allies with protection circles. If Maul was present at the start of battle, for the rest of the battle, all Empire and Maul take 30% reduced damage from enemy light side unaligned force users, aka Rey or Cat. If all allies are dark side, which they will be, there's no reason why you'd want to put a light side ally in here. Empire allies and Maul are immune to fear, which is very cool, right? So I'm assuming Malak teams, DR teams, obviously fear, very, very, very detrimental to a team. They are immune to that. Empire tanks gain taunt for 2 turns, and when an Empire ally loses taunt, they are inflicted with marked, which can't be dispelled, prevented, or resisted. So they're going to get marked no matter what. Now that plays into Vader's ultimate, and because when an enemy is attacked or damaged with a debuff on, that fuels up his ultimate charge. Whenever a dark side ally loses a buff, Empire and dark side, basically Empire allies and Maul, gain 1% mastery until the end of the counter. So I do believe Kenobi likes to take away buffs, so I'm not sure how many buffs this team can put out, but we'll see. We know we're coming defense up. There's an AoE defense up from Royal Guard, so there's some. Whenever a debuffed dark side ally takes damage, Lord Vader gains 2% ultimate charge, and 3% if one of them was Maul, if that ally was Maul. So if the taunt falls off your tank and then he gets marked and they're forced to hit him, that's going to power up his ultimate charge. Keep in mind too, with Piet, the strategy is you're going to want to mark Lord Vader, so you'll have 2 marks out there, so the enemies are attacking your tank and attacking Lord Vader, who can take the hits, and that's how you're going to fuel your ultimate charge. Empire and dark side, Empire allies and Maul have plus 35% crit chance and crit damage when targeting a Galactic Republic enemy. That's cool. So that'll help against the Jedi Knight or Jedi Master Kenobi teams. Whenever an ally critically hits an Empire or dark side unaligned force user, aka Maul, that enemy that hit him gets minus 30% crit damage for 3 turns. Now, this isn't as big of a deal because, as you're going to see, they can only be critted until a certain benchmark. And here we go. There's the benchmarks. While Empire allies and Maul are at certain health thresholds, they gain different benefits. So let's start at 80. While okay. I read this wrong the first time. While below 80% health, they can't be critically hit. So the only time you can actually land these crit hits is in that first 20% of health. And then you can't crit them. While above 50% health, they are immune to damage over time and thermal detonators. There was some reasoning behind the thermal detonators. If you listen to the interview by Operation Metaverse, still don't care. While above 30% health, which will be for the majority of the fight, during an enemy's attacks, they are immune. During an enemy's attacks, these Empire and Maul are immune to max health reduction and other damage that is based on... are immune to max health reduction, aka gas, and other damage that is based on max health, aka Malik, etc., etc. No courage. A Padme team with courage can't chew through him either. They're immune to that. And then his unique. Lord Vader is immune to turn TM manipulation. Okay, cool. And his attacks can be evaded. Cool. At the start of battle, he loses all his protection, gains that much max health. Okay, that was already in the leadership. I don't know why we had to redundantly put that here. And Maul gains speed up and stealth, but this unaligned Force user could also mean Crew or Kylo, right? Or Darth Maul. Those are other also dark side unaligned Force users. But basically, Maul gains speed up and stealth for 2 turns, so he's going to get a little bit of speed up off the bat. At the start of each of Lord Vader's turns, enemies are afflicted with 2 damage over time effects for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. Enemies with damage over time effects can't gain bonus turn meter, but we all know Jedi Master Kenobi, that team has a lot of foresight, has a lot of tenacity, so this might not really play into that much of an effect against that team. At the start of each other character's turn, right, meaning enemies and allies, this is where he gains 1 stack of underestimated, max of 60, aka so that 0.5% heal is a 30% heal. Doubled against, or when it's a Galactic Republic and Jedi enemy. So they're going to give 2 stacks of underestimated every time they take a turn. What is underestimated? Basically all of his abilities gain additional effects, which we read out at the beginning. Are you confused yet? And then his Galactic Legend, blah blah blah, max health for each relic level. That's going to be really handy for Vader. And damage they receive, blah blah blah. The basic generic Galactic Legend Zeta. So cool. Now let's go look at his ultimate. So Lord Vader gains ultimate charge whenever he uses Dark Harbinger, which is his first special. And then whenever dark side allies receive damage when debuffed, he gains the 2% ultimate from them and 3% from Maul. Lord Vader gains 50%. So now if you did put Crew in here as the tank, once his taunt fell off, although only Empire allies get the taunt. So let's go back. Was it just Empire or was it also online Force users? Where's the taunt? Oh yeah, no, look at. They thought of that. Only Empire tanks gain taunt for 2 turns, and when an Empire ally loses taunt, they're inflicted with mark. Okay, so Crew might not be that ideal then. If 100% Lord Vader gains 50% of other dark side allies' current mastery. If you proc this at 65%, right? Requires at least 65% ultimate charge to activate. If you proc it at 65, he gains 50% of the other allies' mastery, which they're going to stack up through the battle until the end of the encounter. So he can ramp his damage. Very, very cool. Then they lose that much, but that's only if it is non-Empire and unaligned Force users. So if you bring in Darth Revan, that kind of ilk, they're going to lose that mastery when he procs his ultimate. But if they're Empire or Maul, they don't lose the mastery when he procs it. If it's at 100% charge, he'll gain 75% of their mastery. He'll dispel all the debuffs on himself, take a bonus turn. You notice how it says bonus turn because Kenobi stops TM gain. But he does not stop a bonus turn gain. He will reduce his own cooldowns by 1, and he'll gain the almighty Ashes of the Republic for 5 turns. Very, very, very much like Kenobi's high ground. Ashes of the Republic, his abilities gain additional effects. It makes it so enemies can't be revived. It makes him immune to ability block, heal immunity, shock, but he cannot gain ultimate charge while he has Ashes of the Republic. So, which tells me if you use it at 65 or below 100, right, he gets all this, but he loses some of these effects, but he can keep gaining ultimate charge immediately afterwards is what I read that to mean. So, very, very cool. So, he's a very, very, surprisingly, like, he wants his allies to get hurt. He wants himself to get hurt, but if you watch some of Arnold's testing, that conversion into health makes him very, very, very beefy, especially when they can't crit as soon as they're below 85% health. It makes him very beefy. Now, let's go over to my game, and we'll show you the Royal Guard touch-up. And keep in mind, guys, Lord Vader starts at 390 speed. So you're probably going to want to mod him with a speed set, with a health circle, offense cross. Since they get bonus crit damage and crit chance, a crit damage triangle. And I'd say be it a speed set and then a health set as the offset. So basically like Jedi Master Kenobi, pretty much exactly the same, right? Makes sense. So as you see, I've gotten 10 shards already. I did not save energy. Maul, I got all of his shards, and I'm almost done Conquest. So I will have Maul in 3 months or 2 months if we're getting back-to-back Conquests. So Royal Guard, you know, it was fishy. It was kind of fishy when you got a portrait update. That tells me whenever you see art update, it means something. So Royal Guard got a Zeta, which kind of sucked. I did not have a Zeta to spend, but basically his passive or his unique now reads, at the start of the encounter, if the allied leader is an Empire, which he will be, he'll gain max health equal to 5% of Lord Vader's max health. Now, I don't know if that's converted right in battle before the health conversion. If so, Royal Guard's going to be the meat shield of all meat shields known to man in SWGOH up till this date. Because then, he's also going to double his health until the end of the encounter. Wow. Wow. At the end of each turn, if another ally took damage that turn, all Empire allies recover 6% health. And then Royal Guard taunts for 1 turn whenever an ally falls below 50% health. But he's going to be taunting at the beginning of the battle. Then he's going to get marked. So he might not be around long enough to get that second taunt off. But keep in mind, once that taunt is on, he'll be gaining health, right? While he's taunting, if people are getting hit. And then once that taunt subsides, he'll get marked again, which will help further Lord Vader's ultimate. This got a touch up too. So now not only does it give defense up, it also gives heal over times, or a heal over time. Empire allies gain health up, so they're going to boost their health, and they're getting a retribution for 2 turns. Royal Guard is finally cool again, and which is very, very awesome, because right when I started this game, he was an awesome tank. He was the one that SWGOH gave you at the beginning. You do not get him now. I don't know I think you get Crew as your tank now, but don't quote me on that one. Yeah, Royal Guard. It's going to be awesome again in 2021 and 2022 probably. So very, very cool. Some of the other stuff that happened that people probably aren't talking about right now is here's the content update post. Now, very, very keep in mind, guys, the Geos are becoming a chase characters. Not sure when. Right here. Basically, from the 21st through the 27th. So if you don't have Geos, cool. This one's for you. That's the Royal Guard update. Not going to talk about that. Bad time. Well, we'll leave that one up. Okay. So this one, keep in mind here, guys. Jedi Master Kenobi and AI changes. So Jedi Kenobi got a buff because he wasn't beefy enough already. So while Jedi Master Kenobi has the high ground, he dispels stealth from all enemies at the start of his turn. So the Acolyte cheese, yeah, can't do that no more. In his ultimate, if at the start of battle there was a light side unaligned Force user ally, which is also Galactic Republic, ooh, I wonder who that could be, aka Cat, all Jedi allies ignore protection when targeting a Sith enemy. And Sith enemies can't counterattack for the rest of the battle. So, what does that scream at me? That screams anti-C. But also keep in mind that Lord Vader, but this is where it's kind of funny, Lord Vader and Vader on that team will also be Sith, but they will not have protection, so it doesn't matter. So this is basically just, screw you, Sith Eternal Emperor. You can't beat me. Yep. Yeah. So he got a buff against C. And Jedi Master Kenobi's AI has been updated to better interact with his ability to ignore taunt effects. AKA, he is now not going to be targeting zombie. So here is the zombie nerf. So the SLKR counter with Daka Zombie, it just got a whole lot harder. In addition to this, we've made some adjustments to all Galactic Legends AI to improve their interactions against certain matchups. No idea what that means. But that is a little bit disconcerting that they did not say what that meant. Basically, C got a stealth nerf. Acolyte got a stealth nerf. Sith Assassin as well, stealth nerf. And then Zombie nerf. Keep that in mind, guys. Alright, I think I've ranted enough. But not really a rant. I think he looks really cool. I think some of the mechanics are really cool. I can't wait to get him. Hopefully I will have him in 10 days. I think it took me roughly 10 days to get Kenobi and his ultimate. So yeah, we'll try to do the same. Expect some guides to the tiers coming out very, very quickly. And if you have any thoughts, any concerns, any questions, put them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. Until then, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.